Hi everyone, I'm making a video on how I study. I'm using the Marginnote 3 app. Um, this app is really useful for me and really helpful for pretty much all my books that I read for school. I'm taking psychology classes right now, um, so I'm doing a sample um, PDF on this developmental child book. Um, and these are pretty much the pages of my PDF. As you can tell, it's reading is kind of tedious and taking notes and all that. A lot of people can do it. It's just sometimes for me, it's writing and all that for hours upon hours. It gets really tiring. So I use this app and it's just helped tremendously. Um, there's a lot of features to this app, and I'm not a pro at it, but I pretty much got down the basics of how it works. So far, I've made a group to put all my mind map notes on, and I'm looking for um, a good sample chapter to do this mind map study on. Let's see, chapter 8 is about psychosocial development during the first 3 years of childhood. Um, I don't have any, I've made some notes on this book, so this chapter would be ideal. Whoops. This is my notes. I don't know how it got there. I don't know how that flipped and went that way. Right now I'm trying to backtrack on how to do it. The only problem is with this app is it's really hard to move your cursor around um, the mind map. But overall, there are three um, like versions of this that I have on 3 devices. It's exclusively an Apple um, app. I have this. I'm doing this on my computer right now, but um, which is significantly more costly than it is on like iOS devices. But I know they have a cheaper version or a less expensive version on the iPad, which I have too. And but I don't have the latest iPad Pro um, iPad, so it's smaller and it's just easier to do this on a bigger screen. Um, but it's $46.99 on the OS App Store, and then it's like I think I got it for like $11 on the iOS App Store. Right now, I'm just regrouping um, my little bubbles and trying to get the main points across. And um, it's really difficult to regroup sometimes because no, actually, I'm trying to figure out how to make a vertical mind map instead of a horizontal. I just feel like it's a lot easier to read vertical mind maps. Um, so pretty much, I just make a mind map out of this, and it's in the end you can export it to like a Microsoft Office, like a Word document, and you can print it out for your notes. Also on this app, you can make note cards for your notes. I don't do those very often because I go back to them, and I mean I do sometimes export it and print it out to read. But as far as the studying part, I haven't really needed to do that for my classes yet. I just find this is the easiest way to note take for me versus the traditional writing and jotting things down. Um, some of the um, there's just different ways to to um, to pretty much note take. Um, you can make a image capture of it, and then it'll be there or you can highlight it. Um, I just really love this app. I'm not, it's just helped me tremendously. I discovered it a few years ago when I was doing nursing classes, but now I'm doing psychology classes, and with having to read like multiple chapters and taking tests, um, this is the easiest way for me. Um, there's also a button on my computer where it reads to me the PDF. I know this is not something new, and I hope you guys all utilize this because reading takes forever sometimes. Um, but it just pretty much reads to you. I wish I could do a sample, but I can't right now. And it's just flawless. I mean, granted, your PDF has to be like spectacular. Some of the words on this PDF is not spectacular. Um, some of them have spaces in between the words, which is cuts into the reading part. But overall, I know there's some void like reading apps that can utilize the reading options better. Um, this is just how I study. I know some people do it a lot more simpler and more organized. But I feel like this is most simple for me and most organized for me. I do this with a lot of PDFs, a lot of um, books that I buy as PDFs. These books, they're the actual books, the hard copy books, they're just in PDF version. I usually just go online and find like PDF books, and there's really you can find them for as low as like $20 per book versus the bookstore, which is like $200. So um, yeah, you can highlight. I what I pretty much do is highlight the headings and then highlight like underneath, like the headings, the most important parts of it. Of course, I read them too, but so it makes sense to me, and all the important topics are there. In the end, like when you go to export it, um, an idea would be to like upload it to a reader and have it read to you, or study it. But that way, like because you've been working so diligently on all these like notes and stuff, that in the end, like, are you too tired to read it? Because sometimes I am. So uploading it to a reader and having it read to you would be like easier. So yeah. Um, as far as the video, this is Marginnote 3. This is how I take my notes. I just really love this app. I hope you guys can utilize this software and find it helpful as much as I did. No more reading, no more writing. I mean, no more writing, more reading, or equal reading. What I also like about this app, like going back to this, like if you were to highlight something, you, you could just look it up directly on this app on Google. If you were to be confused, instead of like opening up another browser and whatnot, you can also like add and remove pages. I haven't found this to be useful for like this 800 page book because I don't want to remove pages all day. But I mean, for like smaller PDFs and like jotting down notes and stuff, it's definitely useful. Um, and this is my whole chapter. It's about, I think, like 20 pages long. Um, it's gonna take a while to annotate everything, but going through the main points, like, just it's a lot easier in the long run and helps you. I find that I save a lot of time doing this. So this is the part where I try to like find stuff. Not only can you like find stuff on Google, like you can find stuff through all your other books that you have uploaded to this app. Um, it's just kind of like a finder button embedded into it. There's a lot to this. I guess it's called research, but yeah. Um, it's just all the cool things on this app. This sums up my video. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and definitely download a copy of Marginnote 3 on iOS and OS devices, and see you guys next time on another video on another tool that's helpful for me. Thank you. Bye.
The leaves are falling.